Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. This is going to be a Skyrim walkthrough, a first little introduction. I'm hoping this channel will be more viewer oriented and that you guys, the viewers and subscribers, will comment on my videos and let me know what you want to see next. I guess for my first few videos until people start knowing that I'm actually there. I'm going to be making my own videos until I start getting input from you guys. Also, if you want to get a hold of me, I'm at casteryourhost@gmail.com. You can send me an email for your requests as well there. Just a side note, I won't be able to do every person's suggestion as a video, but I will try to do as many as I can, depending on how many I have at the time. I'm also going to try to do one video a week, give or take. So yeah, that's just a heads up for you guys. So yeah, also another thing. I've done this walkthrough about 4 times now, and I've been having issues with audio and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I've got everything tweaked just right. So, my very first walkthrough that I tried before I found out my video capture software was terrible. I went through the whole thing where I started a new game and I customized my character and everything, and that whole tedious little thing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this. I'm not going to do any customization. I'm just going to hit, done, and go from there. So, and then once I get to the point where I left off on the first time I tried, then I'll switch off to him. He looks basically the same, but more. Yeah. So you get the picture. This is just going to be a walkthrough for those of you who haven't played Skyrim before. For those of you who have played Skyrim, you can watch this video if you want, because I'm going to throw in some tips and tricks in there anyway, and some things that you may or may not know. And yeah, so let's get started. Starting a new game. This guy's going to be an orc warrior. I'm going to focus on one-handed weapons and shields, less on bows. There's lots of different classes you can make. Again, for those of you new to Skyrim, you can make your character anything you really want to. That's the one thing that the company that makes Skyrim and the Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls games, they're really good at customization, and so making it so the player does what he wants, basically. There's 3 generic main classes, which is Thief, Mage, and Warrior. I'll go into more detail about that later. There's a couple things that I'll point out, and I think in my next video. This one, it will be strictly speaking just the first part of the story. You have to escape Helgen, which is the place that you start in, and so we'll go from there, and I'll let you guys see the story as it goes on. Also, for those of you who want a dialogue-sensitive walkthrough, if I get enough requests for that, I will make one where I stop talking when dialogue is going on, so there's less, so you guys can know what's going on. I know somebody, there might be a few of you who might want that, and that's totally fine. So, yeah, so once this decides to load, we will start off. Also, just a forewarning, that little purple thing you saw in the top left corner, that's just my recording thing. I'm just seeing how much time I have. And, I'm going to try to keep these somewhere between 10 minutes to 20. If it's any longer than 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut it because YouTube won't let me do a video long enough. So yeah, once the loading screen decides to actually load, we will start off, and I'll start explaining things. But the video is taking forever, and you get a really good view of this dragon that is like the main. Oh, there we go, it loaded. By the way, that dragon was actually a main character in the story of Skyrim. Bethesda. I don't know. For those of you who want to correct me on how to pronounce that, feel free to do that. Also, for those of you who know how to pronounce some of Skyrim's more complicated words, also please feel free to do that. I don't think you'll be watching these videos because they're more walkthroughs for those of you who haven't played Skyrim before, but yeah. So first I'm just going to point out, I have some mods installed, so there'll be things that you won't see if you just have the regular vanilla Skyrim. Like Ralof here He's got different armor. Usually he's just got this generic Stormcloak armor, which those people up there have. You can see it. You can't really see it, but and then also there's Ulfric's Stormcloak. He's a main character. And yeah, he's a nice guy. I like Rayloff, just to be honest. Just to point that out now. This Sith guy here, I don't like him. He gets killed early on. He's not a main character, so don't worry about it.
Damn you, Stormcloaks.
So
Skyrim was fine until you came along.
yeah, so you know, I've downloaded, you know, like I said, I have some mods, so there's like some stuff that makes foliage look better. I've also have some weather, climates of Tamriel, which makes weather and stuff better. Downloaded a couple of house mods, which I'll go into in a later video, and so I think I've got HD texture from Steam.
What's wrong with him, huh?
I also have Cloaks of Skyrim and Winter is Coming, which both Winter is Coming has fur cloaks. And then Cloaks of Skyrim just have capes, basically, and travel cloaks, so you'll see a lot of those random capes flying around, like that guy in front, he's got a cape on. Also, that guy back there, that Imperial guy, his name's Hadvar, and he's important. I'll talk about him later. Hopefully everything that I mentioned will become clear at some point, so if it doesn't, if you're unclear on something, leave a comment, let me know, or email me, again at casteryourhost@gmail.com. Caster is C-A-S-T-O-R, and then your host, all one word. So Caster, Y-O-U-R, host. So I'll also leave my email in the description. So, oh yeah. Also, speaking of immersive armors, which is the mod I downloaded, Hadvar has different armor too, which looks cool. Speaking of mods, real fast, mods are for unfortunately they're for PC gamers only. Anybody playing on like PS3 or Xbox can't download mods, which is unfortunate. But for those of you who are probably playing on PS3 or something, you won't be able to download any of these mods, and I'm sorry. But for those of you who do have a PC and can download mods, if you just search Skyrim Nexus, you'll find the Nexus mods. It's a website where you can download mods, and you can download the Nexus mod manager, which I use, and I don't have a whole lot of issues with it. So, and if you want me to do a tutorial about that, leave a comment, let me know. But it's pretty easy thing to do to mod, actually, for the most part. Oh, who's that Imperial Captain? I don't like the Imperial Captain, so because of one of the DLCs that you have you can either go with later, you can go with Roloff or Hadvar to get the escape Helgen. I generally go with Roloff because you get to kill the Imperial Captain, because I really don't like her. She is really mean, and I would use a really bad word for her if I wanted, if I could, but I'm gonna try to keep this clean. But yeah, she's right there, that armor. She also has really good, cool armor, I'm not gonna lie. So if you're gonna use heavy armor, I would really suggest going with Roloff. It doesn't really change your story later, it just changes how you escape Helgen. And you can also get that heavy armor though, which is handy for heavy armor users in later games. In later gameplay. Well, not actually, it doesn't really help later gameplay, it's just more early gameplay that it helps, but it's nice. Oh yeah, your sister's from Riverwood too, that makes sense. I just made that connection, I feel stupid now. Yeah, that guy right there, his name's Hadvar. Like I said before, you can see in the subtitles, he's a good guy. He's a good guy too. This thief, though, is not very smart, and I don't like him. And he's going, oh, he's dead. Well, you will in about a minute. You'll want to run because it's a dragon. But oh, sorry, spoiler. You'll only see it in a minute.
Who are you?
I don't know. So, for this video, my character's going to be an orc. Well, for these videos, it's going to be an orc. I'm going to make him an orc warrior because they have have a heavy armor boost and that skill. And also they have Berserker Rage, which I want to try. So this is what my character's going to look like for this video, and possibly the next video. But the video after that, my third video, should be the one that I actually customized and made and stuff. So yes, I'm going to name my character. I'm going to name him. What should I name him? Let's Caster 2, because my original guy's Caster.
You from one of the strongholds, Orc. How did you end up here?
I have no idea, Headbutt.
Captain, what should we do?
Yeah, I'm not on the list. Let me free. Come on.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
Jerk.
By your orders, Captain.
See, this is the reason why I don't like her,
We make
because
sure your men are
I'm-
turned to ascend.
for all I have no idea what I have ever done, but then she probably has no idea what if I've done anything wrong, and she's like, oh yeah, you get to be beheaded, you racist. And seriously, it's like looks at like if you're a different race from human looking, then it's just because you're a different race. If you're human looking, it's just because you're a thief or whatever. Tullius is the guy you want to talk to if you want to join the Imperial Legion, which will also be explained later. The story between these two guys, because they're two big main chess pieces. Yeah. And so yeah, this is the generic Stormcloak look. Basically, also they have a helmet, and Roloff usually is wearing this armor, but right now he looks like that over there.
Yes, General Tullius.
So.
Give them their last rites. As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon you.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Not sure if he's stupid or brave, but I wish I had. See that axe that executioner's wearing, or not wearing, but holding. I wish I could, we could run around with an axe like that. I mean, it's a pretty cool axe.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
And I also have a blood mod, just so you know, so there's going to be lots of blood here in a second. Plop. See? Blood. And you can see it squirting out of the neck. That's kind of gory. One thing I find funny is that they don't move his body or his head. And so in a second, see, I'm next, because she's racist. And so they don't move his body or his head. So I get to kneel on top of him, which makes no sense whatsoever.
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
And I really don't want that captain, which I've said many times. Okay, come on, let's get on with it. And a conspicuously good view of the dragon that's about to attack. I still find it funny how the executioner's like, oh, I'm just gonna cut this guy's head off, doesn't matter what's going on. And it's like the dragon literally saves you, and you actually still have to kill it. But obviously, it's an evil dragon. Oh, wait a second, does that executioner guy die? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Ah, it's blurry. I can't see. I can't see. Ah, what? Oh, yeah, the executioner's dead. Ha ha! Okay, victory's mine. Come on. Oh god. Watch out for flying bodies. I have been hit by one once, so for those of you who have played Skyrim before, literally look out for flying dead bodies. They will hit you. They will knock you down on impact. They won't kill you, but they will hit you, and it hurts. You get knocked down, and for a second, if you're new to the Skyrim kill move animation, it looks like you're dead for a second because it goes straight into the ragdoll, but the ragdoll kill animation. But then later you find out that you get up, so it's no big deal. I'm moving, and oh gosh! Ah! Well, that wasn't glitchy at all. That was weird. Usually there's lots of flames and fire, and it's chaotic and dangerous. Alright, I'm jumping. What happens if you miss, though? I'm sure there's been times where you've missed, and it's just like, what happens then? Just so you know. Wait, I was gonna say something about that. Oh yeah, I would explain the controls for those of you who haven't played Skyrim, but they actually do a pretty good job of explaining them throughout the game when you need them. So, whoa! Explosion. Come on, kid, run!
You're doing great.
Ah, it's a dragon. Ah.
Still alive, prisoner?
Yes.
Keep close to me if you want to stay that way.
Okay, I don't.
Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. Gods guide you, Hadvar.
Obviously, Hadvar's a pretty good guy, despite the fact he's Imperial and his captain is mean. So,
Stay close to the wall.
like I've said before in videos that you'll never see, I don't understand. Like, they say close to the wall, but there's two walls right there. I think they could have placed that point of dialogue a lot better.
Quickly, follow me.
Oh, I'm just gonna warn you guys, viewers, that I'm trying. You might hear me complain about something, and Ah! Crap. See, that's what I'm talking about. Either flying bodies or something. Whoa, that was crazy. So I'm not really, like, I'm not complaining just to complain. I'm not giving a review of this game. I'm literally just trying to be funny, so I apologize if you find me not very funny. This is supposed to be informative as well as me trying to be funny. Ah! You're on fire. Okay, run, run, run. Okay, so this is the part where Hadvar becomes important and Roloff. You can go with either one of them. It doesn't really matter what happens. If you go with this guy, he's an Imperial. You will get a side quest that'll have you join the Imperial Legion, and then if you follow Roloff, you get a side quest that you can join the Stormcloaks. But it really does not matter which way you go, which person you go with, because you will literally Oh crap! He's looking at me. Why are you looking at me? This is kind of a creepy moment. He's looking at me. But it's literally, okay, back to the point. It literally does not matter where you go. You will escape. Oh god.